Folks, it's Fernando doing another video for More Survivalists, and I've done two videos on this same email that I got from Emma asking about moving to Latin America. The longer one is over 20 minutes. I decided to do a shorter one as well for those of you that don't have that much time. Before I get started, just saying that I did a previous video for my new channel. It's called Supervivencia Urbana. It's what I'm going to be doing in Spanish. Not going to be having a ton of content, but every now and then I'm going to be doing a Spanish video and put it in that channel. I'm going to be leaving the link below because I know many of you are Spanish speakers. So check that link, watch that video, let me know if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you have suggestions for other videos. I'll do my best to cover them in future videos, either in English here or in Spanish over there. Whatever you prefer, I'll try to do both. Obviously focusing most on my main channel, the one in English. So, getting to Emma's email. Moving to Latin America. Hola Fernando, I wonder, has anyone ever sung Fernando by ABBA to you? No, not really. I enjoy your excellent insight and I have a few questions. First, some background. I'm American Catholic, single, no kids, and think of moving abroad while still keeping my US passport. Like many, I care about my country, but government changes has left me feeling anxious about my future. I read that you and Doug Casey recommended, and I want to make sure that I'm up to date on the places I'm considering. I like Chile, but is it really sinking into the ocean? You still recommend Costa del Sol. What about Ecuador, Argentina? I have lived in Peru, so I am at home in Latin Catholic culture. I don't need anything fancy, just a safe and private place with good weather, decent wages, and some land to call my own. Gracias, Fernando, and God bless you for helping so many people with your site. Okay, thanks, Emma, for that. Okay, first of all, I get these kind of emails a lot, all the time, especially when there's changes with the re-election of Obama. I got a ton of people, I'm going to be leaving the United States right now, where should I go? Even now with Trump, people that were simply not happy with Trump, I'm going to be leaving. I don't know if this is Emma's case or if there's something else besides that. But my advice, first of all, when I have that vibe, is realize that this is the democratic game of you vote for someone, he wins, he loses, you may like him more or less, but you know what? Eventually there's going to be someone else in office, which you're going to be liking more or less as well. I don't feel it's enough reason to change, leave your country behind because you don't like whoever is president at the moment. It has to be, at least for me, it has to be something deeper, more serious. Number two would be one of the things that I, again, notice a lot is that when people tell me the things that they'd like to change, I realize that maybe they would be just better off changing within their own state, some other city that has more of a social cultural a situation that it aligns more to what they want, maybe even changing states. I was talking yesterday with someone from Texas, talking about how great Texas is. Yes, Texas is fantastic, and it's one of the nicer states in the United States. So maybe not leaving the United States, maybe just changing your city, maybe just changing your state is what you need. Now, specifically here for Emma, she's asking about, feeling comfortable with Latin Catholic culture and such, having lived in Peru. If you lived in Peru, you kind of know what Latin America is pretty much about. Chile, is it really sinking? Yes, it is sinking about, I think it's a centimeter a year into the Pacific. That's not the big deal. The thing is, Chile has earthquakes with a certain regularity, and if that's something that kind of gets to you, your nerves, and stresses you out, maybe Chile is not ideal. Chile does have a very good economy for what it is. It is still Latin America, which has all the, everything that involves being a Latin America country. Nothing in Latin America is really first world. Nothing in Latin America is a true developed world compared to the United States or European countries. Ecuador, I really would not go to Ecuador by any means, and part of that is the stuff that I covered in my second book, Bugging Out and Relocating. Here, the second book is basically about this same topic that you're asking me about, and when you look at the statistics in crime, quality of life, wages, unemployment, education, freedom, all of those things, when you look at all of that stuff, things start making a lot of sense. I covered different countries, including Ecuador, and I covered also states within the United States, so as to compare with all these different statistics and all these factors that you should be taking into account. You soon realize that Ecuador just doesn't make any sense because it doesn't strike well in pretty much none of those. Argentina, Argentina is a mess. That's why I basically left, and it's not just about a president. It's not going to be changing anytime soon. Yes, it has its good things. I honestly would not live in Argentina, nor would I recommend it. Having said that, there's people happy in Argentina, there's people happy in the United States, there's people happy in India, there's people, I was talking with someone a couple days ago, someone very happy in Thailand. That's pretty much up to you, but if you're looking for certain things in quality of life, then you mentioned Costa del Sol, and here is where I think you probably would be, especially because you ask about good weather, which you will have a ton of in Costa del Sol, no doubt. Costa del Sol, south of Spain. It's also very Catholic, so it's not just Christmas Catholic, it's serious Catholic, as in all those parties, all those festivals, all very much around the Catholic religion and celebration of all those different days and such, which no one elsewhere seems to matter that much about. The Catholic religion is a big thing of the culture and society in the south of Spain. So if you like that, you definitely would be at home in the south of Spain. Combined with the weather and what I was saying before, unlike Latin America, you do have quality of life in terms of safety, which for me is the biggest thing. In Spain, you will be much safer than anywhere in South America, no doubt whatsoever. You have a stability. Argentina had 100% inflation in a year. That's impossible to live with. In Europe, anywhere in Europe, you're not going to be having that. It's much more to what you are used to in the United States in terms of stability, of things making sense and not collapsing every few years. So yeah, I would definitely check out actually south of Spain, Costa del Sol, different towns, see what you like before going anywhere to Latin America based on what you're saying. That's all for now. Remember to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell button. See you on our next video. Have a great day.